Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aboudoubaki Boukari. I'm Awesome Africa TV host and producer. The show that gives African rising stars, both on the continent and in diaspora, the opportunity to share their stories, their challenges, and successes, as well as their goals for the future. Today, we are pleased to welcome Ms. Catherine Warren, who is a host and a producer of a talk show called The Next Chapter, where she discusses shade of grey with her guests. During this program, Ms. Catherine will be sharing more about herself, and she will also continue from our previous conversation regarding her trip to Ghana, Tamale, as a volunteer for the 2025 Cultural Oneness Festival with the Harlem Tourism Organization. To start off, Ms. Catherine, can you please introduce yourself one more time to our viewer?
Well, hello, everyone. Yeah. Hello, Awesome Africa TV. I am Minister Cat, a.k.a. Miss Kitty Rose, and I'm so happy and excited to be back on Awesome Africa TV with my co-host in broadcasting and friend, my African brother friend,
long-time friend.
Baki. Yeah. So, hello, everyone.
So, Ms. Katrina, as I mentioned in my introduction, last December you traveled to Ghana, Tamale, to assist to the Cultural Oneness Festival, which brought together traditional leaders, youth, creative, and diaspora voices from across Africa and the United States.
Yes.
So we talked about that last time.
Right.
So I want you to take 2 more minutes to just talk a little more about it before we move on.
Well, I want to correct you that I was not a volunteer. I actually was paid by the Harlem Tourism Board to document and be a videographer and United States journalist. So I was an official journalist delegate on this cultural tour. Yes.
Okay. All right.
So I did not volunteer. I got a little check.
So after the show, I'm gonna get to my part, right?
Yes. But just the minute and a half to talk about it. Yes, it is it was the third annual Cultural Oneness Festival in Tamale, Ghana, which I am going back to this year, December 7th through the 17th, for the 4th annual Cultural Oneness Festival. But this time, I'm not going as a hired hand under the Harlem Tourism Board. This time I'm actually going as one of the official sponsors. The Kitty Rose Lifestyle is involved with actually handling and helping, assisting with the actual tour. So I'm excited that my role is changing this year, but once again excited for the congregation of the 54 countries coming together for this 3 days to celebrate the oneness of Black people.
Okay, wow. So we just talked about the cultural oneness, but when you was talking, you mentioned that you want to go back to Ghana. And at this time, by your own.
Yes, Charlie.
So can you please tell me what you're going to do over there?
Well, initially that first week, I will be helping or assisting with the Cultural Oneness Festival. So just securing that the little details of the tour, things that we didn't think about or that the tour guides who are there don't think about, like ice, you know, just simple things like that I'll be helping or assisting in. But after the festival, I'm actually going to be there possibly 2 months afterwards, working with the agricultural area in northern Ghana with the Chief Glenn and his wife, and also working with Prince Noah and Jumanji with the mentorship program that I've been doing with the young girls who are going in school, in Ghana. So hopefully taking the mentorship program out from being virtual and in person, and really see what impactful work we can do in Accra and in Tamale.
Wow, that's good. So, and who is going to host you over there? Because I know Africa is not easy, so where you're going to stay, eating and everything. So are you familiar with the food and the culture?
No and yes. When my last trip to Ghana and my only trip to Ghana, they eat a lot of fowl. They eat a lot. So that was interesting. But I'll be staying for the most part with, like I said, Chief Chris Glenn and his wife, Queen Mother Sabrina, because we have quite a few Americans who have now made the transition. So, you know, I'll be tapping into those. One of my fellow brothers with the Harlem Arts Alliance, he has a school, his family has a school in Accra. So I'll be also staying with them and their family sometime when I'm in Accra to make their commute easier, because it's a flight. It's like a 2-hour or hour flight from Tamale to Accra. But yes, I have made, and now that as of, you know, when this show airs, it'll be official. So in between, I will definitely be reaching out to some other folks. I met a sister at the African Arts Festival just 2 weeks ago, and she's an American who lives in Ghana, and she works with all the vendors and brings out their wares for the festivals here in the States. So I'm gonna connect with her. But and then, you know, we know Cabena.
I know that Cabena also is from Ghana. You
know, our fellow BronxNet producer, Cabena, he's from Tema. So I already told him that I'm gonna be coming back to Ghana. So he's also gonna connect me with some of his family. So I'll be making sure that I get connected while I'm out there.
Okay. Oh, if you say you're gonna stay 2 months, right?
Possibly. A month has been confirmed, but I would like to stay 2 months.
2 months. And when is you're gonna leave? It's gonna be in December.
Yes, December till February.
December, maybe. I'm planning to go. I don't know yet.
Okay.
But I'm planning to go to Togo. You know, Togo and Ghana share the same border.
I did not know.
Oh no, we share the same border. Hopefully, if I'm there in December, I will keep in touch with you and go to Ghana to see what you do over there.
Yes.
That would be great, I'm telling you. So we talk about the trip to Ghana, and now, you know, last time we even talked a little bit about that too, but I just you didn't get enough time to elaborate. So you started a workshop here. How to use the social media effectively. So I want you to talk more about that.
I appreciate that, because we only got a chance to touch base with that. But it's so crucial to understand. I've been telling even my young women in Ghana how to effectively use social media. If you're a business owner, I'm not talking to the regular folks that use social media for the social component. But if you're an artist, content creator, business person, then when you use social media outside of your personal life, you want to be intentional. You want to curate what you put out there so that your representation is clear. So if you're just posting just to post, but there's no structure, there's no point, the people don't have an identity to who you are, then it's pointless. You know, it's just posting to post. So we want to make sure that as a business, we post with intention and that it makes sense. I know I always not wonder, but I wonder when I see business owners that, let's say, have IG accounts and it's private. Like, what are you doing? You know, why is your business account private? You know what I'm saying? So it'd be simple things like that that they're not seeing the real value. They're not understanding that stories and reels and posts are all different platforms and different audiences. So if you're gonna use it effectively, you have to understand where your value comes from and not post everywhere, because some places may not attract your customer. Like, I don't tweet. Now that could be a space I'm missing, but I'm not a tweeter. I'm not a tweet. You know, I was never on Twitter. That's not my thing. So I'm not gonna do something that's unnatural to me. But I know that I have a core following, let's say on Facebook or LinkedIn. So I'm very intentional and focus-driven about what kind of content I'm curating on social media.
So do you have a training online where people, because you know my show is mostly global. So if somebody just want you to teach the person or get the training online.
You know Bronx, they gonna cut us off if we say that. They could go to my website. They could go to. But the crazy, beautiful thing about BronxNet is that all of my master classes have been shown on BronxNet. So they could probably go in the archives online to bronxnet.org and find some of my master classes. But they can go to my website and definitely see. I have 6 master classes on my website. Again, being intentional, because as you said, my show that I produce here, I also produce my master classes. So they're professionally done, you know, educatedly driven, and yes, you could go to my website to see them.
Okay, no problem. All right, so you posted on your Facebook page also, marketing isn't about a flyer logo or going viral, so it's communication with purpose.
Yeah, because you may never go viral. You know, I've been in broadcast 10 years now. I have hit and misses going viral. The show we just did last week, I was telling Yarly, who works with us, that went viral. That went into the thousands, almost millions because of that subject matter. But you can't let that waver how you move or change how you think, because then it'll be shows that didn't get any type of real views, but those will be the shows when people will stop me in the street, you know. So I think you just have to stay the course and realize that you never know who's watching. You don't know. It could be 1, it could be 1,000. Right here in BronxNet alone, well, not in BronxNet alone, but my show, for instance, The Next Chapter, here in New York is in 4.7 million homes. That doesn't mean 4.7 million people see it, but it comes on in 4.7 million homes. You don't think at least 1 million of those folks is watching what I'm doing? So I think you just have to stay, you just have to stay the course and not just simplify your business with the logo and the flyer and think, okay, I'm done. You know what I mean? It's also about developing the brand, you know, because people want to know who you are through your brand, and they want to make sure that it makes sense so that they feel secure when it comes to doing business with you. So I'm asking more questions about the marketing, because you know that I have a business also. I'm a business owner, and then I'm using social media for that. And I have a lot of friends that are doing the same thing. That's why I'm asking more questions regarding that, so that they can learn from you. Thank you. So, and what do you think about the influencer? Now people are using them to promote their businesses. I mean, well, that's a business. You know, I personally, and it's weird because I am an influencer, but I'm not. Because I'm like, I wish I would. I already spend enough time on social media. Because again, remember, I use the word curating, which means the person who puts things together, puts what's being put out there. And I could not do the work of an influencer. I could not be online all day showing you how I brush my teeth and what brand and, you know, where did I buy this dress. That's all great. It's a great promotion. It's great. I can tell you the designer and all that stuff. I just, at this stage in my life, I don't have that kind of energy anymore or desire, you know. So I think that if you want to use influencers, why not? Because that is their bread and butter and that's what they're doing all day. I think that Amari from the Bronx native is an influencer. And I would definitely do business with him because I know that he's not an influencer who's on his ass. He's an influencer who's out there, who's doing it, who brands the Bronx and affiliates himself with Bronx businesses. So that's an influencer that makes sense for my brand. So I think influencers are great, especially, you know, the ones who are in their 20s and 30s. That's the new wave. Why not jump on it? So that's a good time to go to the PSA. The time is up. So we're going to go to the PSA. When we come back, we will continue our discussion with Miss Katrina Warren.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's a white people thing.
Escúchame, en esta casa los hombres no lloran.
You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?